Take Me Back to Manhattan is the final piece that will be posted on the website for your show. First thing you will notice is tap shoes. This one is the final tap number in the show, and so we will be doing this particular number in tap shoes. So just keep that in mind for the scene, the dialogue piece that leads into this that you will need to have tap shoes for that for this particular dialogue piece that goes into the song. I also think we talked about in the previous rehearsal that you do enter in your the same order that you always have when you make an entrance as the angels, which may not necessarily be your position to start the dance. So I think it would be easiest to kind of just wander, nice, nonchalant, nothing hurried, to get into your place when Reno starts to sing. There is a pair that's going to be over here on Reno's left, and then a pair that will be over here on Reno's right. I believe that the pair that is over here are Liddell and Denise, and then on her right are Maggie and Laura. The piece is very reflective to start, so you all are going to remember, just kind of get lost in your own happy thoughts of, thinking about what New York and your time there, what that would mean to you and to your character. So you're all kind of like off in dreamland. Remember to channel your inner chorus line and pick a stance that is different from your neighbor, just so that we create an interesting picture here, especially since there's not a lot of blocking or choreography or too much in anything going on that's involved. That if we all kind of pick different positions, at least again we will be creating a interesting stage picture. Reno starts to sing and she wanders over to stand between the group that is on her left. And you want to be over in between those girls, definitely by the last line of your intro piece here, New York's the town for me. You can be there before that, and that's totally fine. But that's definitely where you need to make sure that you are between them. You can sing to them. You can all look out. I'm really giving you a lot of creative license here to interpret this opening and interact with each other how you choose. So Reno ends up in between Liddell and Denise, definitely by the line, New York's the town for me. We then go over to, Reno goes to the stage right couple, which is Maggie and Laura. It's Crazy Skyline is where we're going to start to do that cross. You're going to go, you do have time to make it in between them. So as long as you're here in between the stage right girls by I'm able to bear it for several hours. Okay, so as long as you're here by in between the stage right girls by I'm able to bear it for several hours, then you're going to break out, come crossing in between those girls, Reno, and move yourself a little bit downstage into the center between each of the two pairs. On the line, then I break down and say, the angels are going to stay frozen. And Reno's going to start with a nice easy sway every 2 counts on the beat during this first opening line of Take Me Back to Manhattan, left. Take me back to New York, 6, 7, 8. Okay? It's 8 total sways. Again, stylize that as you like. If you want the hands to just be down and again very lost in thought, that is great. If you feel like the hands would kind of go with you, that is great. Think about kind of how you think Reno might do a move like that, and I'm going to let you play with it. So as long as we get 8 sways right and left here, Diane, that is great. And again, you're switching direction every 2 counts. You can make the foot as big as you want if you want to make it a step. If you want to make it more just a shifting of the hips, you play with it, and I'm sure what you do will be great. So we go back and forth 8 times. The angels then pick up the sway. Make sure everybody goes to the right first, starting on the line. I'm just longing to see once more my little home on the 100th floor. Okay, so ladies, you've got 8 sways just like she did. Again, play with it if you feel like your character would use a hand there, or again, just more down at the side, very, again, just lost in thoughts. You play with it, and we'll definitely let you know if what you're doing is working in terms of, the stage picture. Reno takes the first 4 counts of that line, I'm just longing to see once more, to take 4 steps backwards. I'm just longing to see once more. You're then going to reach your left hand, Reno, and grab onto Denise, my little home on the 100th floor. I believe that you are between Denise, who is on your left, and Maggie on your right. As you grab hands, Reno, you can feel free to join into that sway with the girls for the last 4 times, but you're going to grab left hand first and then right. Ladies, you are also all going to connect as we take a stroll towards stage right. You're going to start with the right foot and just take 4 walks. Heads are going to look in the direction that you're traveling. Can you wonder I'm gloomy? 7, 8. Okay? It doesn't have to be loud. In fact, the less noise from your shoes that I hear here, the better. So just a nice, easy stroll. Please don't drag your feet. That does create excess noise with the shoes. It becomes a little bit distracting. So definitely make it a full-footed step, but as quietly as you can for 4 times. Then we all stay connected in the hands. Turn our bodies to face the audience, and we sway 4 more times to the right on Can You Smile When I Frown? 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we go for a stroll for 4, stay connected, and sway for 4. We let go of our hands as Reno takes a step forward. Angels, you stay in your line and you follow her directions. Meaning, as she gestures on east side, west side, the north side, and the south side. Whatever she does, you just follow her with your heads. And oh yes, you're very, very reflective. And you are up nice and high. And then the south side. Whatever she does, you just follow her gestures. You can add a hand. You can, bring the hands up. All that good stuff that we've talked about, kind of filling in the blanks there for the acting, and again, just being very reactive to what she's saying. Go ahead and add what you feel there. We take 1 more stroll after she does the south side. It's actually a total of 5 steps. The point of this is to just travel back to get ourselves centered. We're going to start, since we're going to the left, we're going to lead with the left and take again 5 full-footed. So again, don't drag the feet, but quiet steps back to stage left. The heads here are just going to stay out to the audience. Left, right, left, right. The 5th step is to open yourselves up to the front, stepping onto the left. Again, just so we get ourselves centered and back facing to the audience. That happens, ladies, our stroll back to stage left happens as Reno finishes this piece. So, take me back to Manhattan, that dear old. So, dear is your final step, and that's just to open the feet to face to the audience. Dear old on dirty. Reno's going to give us some type of like a shoulder or a leg or something here on dirty. Ladies, you can definitely react there because, like I said, I'm kind of interpreting this piece that you guys get so lost in thought and thinking about the happy party time that you had in Manhattan that you all of a sudden just kind of slip from that reflective kind of attitude right into your routine. So as she hits dirty, we can definitely give her a big reaction there. On town is where we split into like our little bowling pin shape. Reno stays in the front, 2 stays slightly behind her, and then the end 2 people back up. It's very quick. You've only got 4 quick counts to get into that shape. So you can turn and go. Since you're not singing, just turn in the direction that you need to go. If you need to travel further upstage, that's fine. But you've got 4 quick little counts to get there. On the T of town you go. Dear old, dirty, town 2, 3, 4. It's quick. Make sure your right foot ends popped, because angels, as you pick up the singing here in this next section, all 5 of you, angels plus Reno, are going to go into your act, your dance routine. So that is the opening piece. We're going to go back and do the full demonstration of the opening, and then we'll break down the dance section.